I had to basically get my YouTube check up, my biggest one that I had, and then I had to take my camera back, or I had to pawn my camera just to pay the light bill to get it back on. After I paid to get that stuff cut back on, my brother, he just basically just stopped coming around. But we had a crib together and our rent was $750 a month. That's not including water, trash, and all the other stuff. So my brother left me hanging. I couldn't afford to live on my own there, but I was trying to manage. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to manage month to month. The next morning, we in there playing a game, me and my cousin, and all I hear is do at the door. I'm like, who the fuck at the door? And I walked into the door, I heard do. I looked at the peephole, and then just boom! Nigga kicked my door in, bro. Like when the door flew open, my head went back, I almost broke my nose. It was 4 niggas at the door and shit, bro. And them niggas was like, they came to rob me. They came to rob me for what I had. I ain't had much but a couple game systems, TV and shit. They came to rob me. It's crazy though because the dude that came to rob me is my best friend, little brother that I was cool with for 9 years. When my best friend was like, can I bring my little bro over? I'm like, yeah, that's your little bro. He came through, we kicked it, and he came back to the crib 3 days later, but he brought 3 other niggas that was from Chicago. I took off to the back of the apartment run. I said, call the cops. These niggas try to rob us, whatever. And then the cops ended up picking me up, taking them to where they put them over at, and I had to ID all 4 of them niggas in their faces, like right there on the block. After that situation happened, you know, I was just very uptight with a lot of things. I was going back to the casino back and forth, and then one night I got lucky, and I made like $20,000 that night at the casino. And this is after my brother then played me with the light bill, the rent. I bounced back on my feet. I had 2 cars at the time. I had this Charger, I had a Dodge Charger, and then I had like a 300 Chrysler. And I let my brother, my older brother, get my 300 Chrysler. And one night I came home from Little Caesars, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, who the fuck banging at the door? I opened the door. My brother just stormed in the house, locked the door behind him. He said, bro, them niggas trying to get me, bro. They trying to kill me. I was like, who? I looked out the window. These niggas had a bat, just like bashing my car in. I guess the dude my brother was with, this white dude he was with, he got jumped at the club. And then my brother jumped in to help him. And then the dude my brother was with stabbed one of they dudes. So he drove right across the street to our house. And these niggas in 3 cars deep from the club, they followed my brother. My brother hopped out the car, didn't even turn it off. And these niggas just came out with bats and started bashing my shit in. My brother ran upstairs and I ran downstairs. I was in my drawers and shit. I had no socks. I was just in my drawers and a t-shirt. I said, get the fuck off my car. And then they almost ran me over. They didn't know who I was. I mean, I just ran outside. You know, after that, me and my brother, we ended up kind of like falling out after that situation because he basically just, I feel like he got one of my cars destroyed, left me with the rent, all that shit. Then I ended up just losing everything again and I ended up getting the eviction. At Little Caesars, I was the assistant manager at the time. I was a trainee manager, so all the new people that came in, they had to come through your boy. So what I did was, you know, I seen Bianca over there, I had a trainer. I was just like, man, it was a prep station. I was just like, come over here. I'm about to teach you how to put pepperonis on this pizza or whatever. So, you know, I'm going over there teaching her how to, you know, put the pepperonis on the pizza, talking to her, trying to get her comfortable because I know what I wanted at the time. You know what I'm saying? I already had my eye out.
We was on the prep station, and I remember we was putting pepperonis on pizzas or whatever, and he was like, hey, you know, what's good? You know, the 3 River Festival coming up. Are you going? I'm like, yeah, I'm going with my best friend, woo-da-woo.
You know, we was talking. She was smiling and stuff, feeling your boy. And I was teaching her how to, you know, make pieces, and then we went over to the landing station. I taught her how to cut pieces, box it, and stuff like that. And then that's when I was just like, hey, you going to the festival this weekend? And then, you know, I ended up seeing her at the festival. We ended up walking past each other.
And he was like, hey, what's good? And I looked at him for a quick second. I was like, who are you? And then I had to think to myself, I'm like, oh, that's, you know, blah, blah, blah from Little Caesars or whatever.
Bitch, you saw Damien?